Caitlin Clark just proved she doesn't need the WNBA's pocket change to dominate the game, or her bank account. Because today, I will be showing you how Caitlin Clark became one of the highest paid female athletes in 2024, and how the WNBA has basically no contribution to her income. So let's dive in straight to the sauce.
So Caitlin Clark just made a serious amount of money. We did not realize just how much money Caitlin Clark had made from brand deals. And all in all, it is a crazy amount. And it's so much that Caitlin Clark is in the top 10 highest paid female athletes in the world.
That's right. In her first year as a pro athlete, Fever superstar Caitlin Clark cemented her place in Sportico's annual highest paid female athletes list, coming at 10th position with an annual earning of $11.1 million in 2024.
They did release a list of the top earning female athletes, and Caitlin Clark is 10 at 11.1 million. So she is equal on brand deals with Simone Biles.
Can you believe this? This is really mind-blowing.
When news broke earlier this week about Caitlin Clark earnings, I just knew it was going to be some people salty. Now, word on the street is that Caitlin Clark basically made around $11 million for the year of 2024.
Clark's jaw-dropping $11.1 million earnings made her the queen of women's sports finances. And check this, her WNBA salary only contributed a laughable 1% of that total. Let's put it this way, Caitlin's WNBA paycheck is like the parsley garnish on a steak dinner. Completely insignificant and almost insulting when you consider her contributions. Now, you might be asking, why does the WNBA pay her so little? Well, that's a valid question, and it has a chilling answer. The WNBA simply cannot afford a superstar like Clark in their midst. That's right, because the league somehow managed to lose $40 million this year.
For the league, one big market, it won. Caitlin Clark, not a big market, but a big star, so they've won. But the league has lost, as we've talked about, $40 million even this year. Now, I put that out on Twitter, and people are like, how's that possible? They had bigger crowds. No, they didn't. Yes, they had bigger crowds. Yes, they did. Let me back up. But we only saw the good stuff. We only saw the Caitlin Clark.
Yes, you read that right. While Caitlin was busy single-handedly dragging the WNBA into the spotlight, the league couldn't figure out how to monetize their biggest star. It's like owning a golden goose and not being able to buy animal feed.
That NBA owners were furious because they were like, what exactly is going on with the WNBA's books, right? The league, even with Caitlin Clark, even with Angel Reese, the league lost $40 million this year.
Caitlin Clark has transcended basketball in a way few athletes, male or female, ever have. But what does she get in return? If you take a closer look, you will come to realize just how messed up this whole situation is. If we talk about her WNBA salary, a mere $76,535. That's barely enough to cover her yearly Starbucks tab. Now compare that to an NBA player who has an annual salary of about $10 to $11 million. Unbelievable, right? And here's the real kicker, folks. If we talk about her real income, the money that she earned throughout the year, then Caitlin Clark's real earnings are in millions.
Now, I don't know how they coming up with this number, but basically this is word on the street, is that she made $11 million. And she's one of the highest grossing women athletes in the world. Hell, Caitlin Clark might be one of the richest women in the world for the year, dog. She's been grinding.
That's right. Owing to her massive popularity and fan following, Caitlin has pulled in $11 million from major company endorsements like Nike, Gatorade, State Farm, Wilson, Hy-Vee, and more. Her 8-year deal with Nike alone is worth a whooping $3 million annually. That's roughly 40 times her WNBA salary. But sure, let's act like the WNBA is her main job.
And face the prospect of a work stoppage if they don't negotiate a new deal with the league by the end of the 2025 season. The elected members of the Women's National Basketball Association, PA.
Isn't it ironic? I mean, as a fellow WNBA player, you would think that her league would be rewarding a superstar like Clark handsomely for her contributions to the spot. Nevertheless, the sheer class and talent of this player have rewarded her through the love and support of her fans.
Basically, an economist or a finance expert implying that Caitlin Clark effectively generated 50% of their broadcast value. And also that she was responsible for like 26% of all income in the league.
That's correct. Clark's directly responsible for a large chunk of WNBA's revenue, 26% of all their generated revenue. Can you believe this? I mean, this is outrageous stuff, especially when you consider that it is being generated by a newcomer, a rookie in her first year of the WNBA.
She been grinding. Man, we got to think she went all the months. As soon as she got out of college, went straight to the W, making money. She was making a bag when she was in college. Then she charging $100,000 just to speak for 30 minutes. Then she's all over the place, all over the world. And I just think it's great. You know, it's great news for Caitlin that she's able to make that much money. It's great for her brand, her family.
And you know what's even worse? Covering a bad deed with an even worse afterthought. And this is exactly what WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert did when asked about this horrible, horrible situation. She tried to defend this nonsense earlier this year by comparing Caitlin's pay to a CEO's compensation package. It's not just the base pay, she said, implying that Clark's endorsements somehow make up for the league's pitiful paycheck. Sure, Kathy, but here's the thing. Those endorsements didn't come because of the WNBA. They came because of one thing and one thing only, the Caitlin Clark effect.
That all-star week. I mean, come on now. This is Caitlin Clark. This is the Caitlin Clark effect.
She didn't just play basketball this season, she revolutionized it. Her presence led to record attendance, with fans packing arenas just to see her play. Television ratings for WNBA games hit a 25-year high. Merchandise sales? Through the roof. Her jersey sales alone skyrocketed by 500%, making her the top seller in the league.
What you have in the WNBA is you have some rivalries here. And not everybody is embracing Caitlin Clark. Not everybody is going to let you get away with what you got away with in Iowa. She's her own economy right now. All of these different media outlets, they know that you're going to get clicks when you have something on Caitlin Clark in the WNBA.
And yet, the league is content to pay her crumbs. Why? Because they're stuck in a cycle of financial mismanagement and outdated thinking. It's like handing your franchise player a participation trophy while she's out there winning championships for your brand.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And she also apparently generated $36 million for Indiana. But no, we have got no brand experienced more growth in 2024 in the WNBA. Caitlin Clark doesn't get all the credit. A new report tracks how consumers perceive thousands of brands. No brand's reputation rose more than the WNBA's. Obviously, almost certainly because of her.
Even Donald Trump, never one to shy away from controversy, chimed in on the situation, calling for Caitlin to receive a salary that reflects her value. His words seem to indicate only this: she's done more for this league than anyone else, and they're paying her peanuts.
Well, yeah, it's really, you got to rely on the market. You can't go in and just say, well, we're going to break this contract because this person did well. The league could probably go up and give her a bonus. Wouldn't kill the league if the league is doing okay. But
say what you will about Trump, but on this, he's not wrong. If the WNBA can't figure out how to properly compensate their most marketable star, what hope do they have for the future? The WNBA's fans and Caitlin's fans, who make up a significant portion of that base, are fed up. Social media is ablaze with calls for the league to get its act together. One fan tweeted, "Caitlin Clark is keeping the lights on in the WNBA, and they're paying her like an intern. Do better." Another wrote, "If the WNBA can't pay Caitlin what she's worth, maybe she should go to the NBA or LPGA golf." That last point isn't as far-fetched as it sounds. With Clark's talent and crossover appeal, it's not hard to imagine her carving out a niche in men's basketball, LPGA golf, or any other industry she chooses to conquer. Here's the reality. Caitlin Clark doesn't need the WNBA. The WNBA needs her. Her 2024 earnings prove that she's bigger than the league, and if the WNBA doesn't figure out how to match her value, someone else will. Whether it's through endorsement deals, international leagues, or even a new professional venture, Caitlin's options are endless. So, what do you think? Should the WNBA step up and pay Caitlin what she's worth, or is it too little, too late? Let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching. Do like, share, and subscribe for more interesting updates from the world of basketball. That's it from my side, guys. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.